Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to a brand new sailing video. In the last one, we finished level 90 sailing and we chartered the entire sea. And in this one, I'm starting it off salvaging Fremennik shipwreck. Now, you may be wondering, why are you salvaging Fremennik shipwreck and not something better? Well, the plan is very simple. Let's take a look at the collection log. Under the sea treasures section, you actually have a lot of different items that you can get while you're salvaging. And from last tier, I got myself a molded doll, which was I think 1 in 3 or 1 in 4k. But I want to get all of these collection log slots once before I then stay and just permanently do the last tier salvage. So from the Fremennik salvage, we are able to get the smashed mirror in a rate of 1 in 3000. So we're trying to get this here. And as soon as we hit this, we're gonna go down to Mercenary shipwrecks. And those have a 1 in 3000 drop chance for a broken sextant. And so on and so forth for every single one of the different sort of salvages you can do. So yeah, that's gonna be my AFK activity. I'm not actually just doing the best possible XP per hour method. I'm just doing this because I want to also work on the collection log slots, and I feel like I will find great satisfaction in doing so, and I will only go to the max tier 1 after I'm done getting all the other drops. Ladies, gentlemen, there it is, the smashed mirror. I got it. We've been logged in for 5 hours and 55 minutes, probably about 3 hours of salvaging, and we got it. We need to move to one lower tier spot next. That's pretty damn exciting though, I'm not gonna lie. I insta-sold everything and we made 600k from that AFK session on the Fremennik ships. Took me a little bit of time, but we're slowly making it to our second salvage location of the video. And the drop we're going for right here is either Salvor's Paint, which is a 1 in 13,000 paint drop, or a 1 in 3000 broken sextant. And I think these mercenary shipwrecks are gonna be exactly the location where we're gonna get that. I don't think there's any like 2 spots, so we're just gonna have to park our boat like next to one and then just move it every time, I think. So that's what we're gonna do. Alright, there it is, 91 sailing. We're still over here on the mercenary shipwrecks and we can now own 5 different boats. Will we actually own 5 different boats? I'm not sure. One's gonna be combat, mixed with salvage, which is what we have right now, and one's gonna be fishing, and one's gonna be speed, and I think that's about it. So I don't think I'll ever have 5 boats, but who knows, maybe in the future. And so far the drops here, I decided to keep a little bit more than I usually would, but we have a lot of fletching supplies, some arrows, camphor seeds, ironwood seeds, those being very expensive. This one right here is 1 in 2500, and we are still trying to hit at least the broken sextant, but if we could hit the paint as well, you know, that would be pretty damn nice. But yeah, I absolutely enjoy salvaging. It has to be my favorite AFK activity in the game right now. And also, if I wanted to, I could alch a lot of these items and get a lot more money, but most of the times I just drop it. However, if you want to, you can easily alch just about every drop. Even the amulets of power will alch for 2000 each, so like if you want to, you could. Well, it is obviously nearly impossible to catch because I'm just AFKing this on my side monitor, but the new item has been added to the collection log. The broken sextant has been obtained, meaning we are done with this tier of salvaging right now. So I have gotten the rare drop from the merchants, I have gotten the rare drop from the Fremennik and from the mercenary. We're gonna have to go one step down to the pirate shipwrecks next, but I might return back to this place at some point in the future in order to get myself the boat paint, the like 1 in 13,000 super rare drop or something like that. But yeah, we're gonna go down to pirate shipwrecks next, but first I will still go ahead and salvage all of my, well, salvage that I have. So very cool to have this, not gonna lie. But yeah, now the XP is gonna go even more down because we're going to even lower tier boats. I think the pirate shipwrecks are gonna drop us the rusty coin at a rate of 1 in 3000. It also has a very rare chance of getting dragon cannonballs and rune scimitars, but obviously no drops are really good. We're gonna go like back in time here when it comes to drops. It's gonna be pretty bad unless we get that 1 in 3k drop that we want, which is, well, technically not really worth any money or anything like that, so it's gonna be equally bad. Regardless though, I'm about to be done with my salvage. We're gonna sell everything we got and see how much money we made by doing some mercenary shipwrecks. Well, after selling everything, we've made literally almost a million, but this was a multi-hour session, so very slow GP per hour there. Now, the best part about the place where I'm going next is the fact that you have a double ship spawn, so we can make it a little bit more AFK than this was, so I'm pretty excited about that. Now, for this spot, I am bringing something very specific, and that is a Ring of Suffering, but also Cosmic Runes, because this place drops a lot of rings of, well, Sapphire rings, and if I enchant them and I put them in the Ring of Suffering, I can pretty much make a ton of rings 0 time. So I feel like, especially if you're like Iron Man, this can be really useful. Now I'm on a main account, but I'm still gonna do it because I don't almost ever touch the hooks. I just let my guys take care of that, and I just sit AFK for the most part. So it's something I'm gonna test out. Maybe I'm not gonna fully commit to it. Alongside that, you definitely wanna bring the Alex to this spot as well, and it is very easy to get to. It is simply left of the Piscatoris fishing colony right here next to Buccaneer's Haven. Now there are some Krakens nearby that can be lured, and it can make things a little bit annoying, but I think if we park our ship in the middle of the pirate ships right here, right in the middle, we should be more than chilling. So the way this works is you want to have one of these two tiles. Let's just pretend it's this one. This tile needs to be like either 7 steps away from these and 7 steps away from these for both of your guys to be able to salvage. So you definitely can just be put in the middle. You have to be careful about these armor krakens. People can lure them onto you. So having a couple of repair kits on you is pretty helpful. If you want to like really heavy AFK, you can also go all the way back there where nothing can hit you. But I think this spot is going to be great. And now for the first time I actually decided to bring the beer glass. I completely forgot about this. If I drink this, I should be getting bonus XP. Now I don't know how long I'm supposed to be drunk for, but yeah, we'll be clicking those every now and again and see how it feels like. And here it is, the rusty coin is also completed. Taking a look at the collection log overview, we got the rusty coin, we got the broken sextant, we got the smashed mirror. What is the next salvage I gotta move to? We've got a merchant, Fremennik, mercenary, and pirate completed, so I guess we have to go down to large shipwrecks next. So I think I know where these are. These are usually located right on the bottom right of the map, so let's just go there and see if we can find a nice double spot in order to AFK a little bit more. I only gained 70,000 XP, it's pretty heavy AFKing actually, and the profit we made along the way was not a lot. That was very quickly done. We only made 37k, maybe a little bit more with the recalls, but barely, because I was kind of just dropping them. So yeah, that was done quickly. Let's move on to the large ships, or maybe should I say let's move down to the large ships, because technically we're downgrading each time we get one of these rare drops. The best way in my opinion to access the large shipwreck salvage is to come south of the Great Kench by using the CJQ ferry ring, and you simply just call your boat over here. From this point on, the plan is very simple. Just navigate to the bottom right of the ocean, and right here under the little pearl you will be finding the large salvage. I think there's more spots out there, but this one is by far the easiest to get familiar with. Similarly to the salvage we just did, these guys do drop sapphire amulets, so we are bringing again the suffering with cosmic runes. They have a chance of dropping the oak plank as well, so if you have a plank sack, that can be helpful. And they also have 1 in 3000 rate for the broken compass, which is obviously what we are going for. All the other drops here are not particularly great. I'm gonna be keeping the hemp seeds and the cotton seeds and the camphor seeds that you can get from here, but I think they are not very valuable anymore. However, at the start of sailing, those were going for a lot of money, and this was the place where you would get it. However, I do think this spot also has a double spot, so let's see if we can see one right now. Here is our shipwreck location, and yeah, by the looks of things, maybe you could finesse and be between these two, but look where everybody is. It's gonna be right between these two, even though they are both down right now. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna get right inside here. We're gonna park our boat and we're gonna hop until we find worlds, and this is gonna be absolutely beautiful. Another thing I want to see is, do my guys collect this salvage much faster than the higher tier salvage? I mean, so far, it's really hard to tell. I'm going to reset the XP per hour again, and we see how much down it goes. And we'll be able to track how much XP we need to get before we get the next rare drop. There it is, the broken compass. It's in the inventory, new collection log slot, completed. And I don't know if I'm being lucky, or maybe it's just the fact that even getting up to the levels, I was doing quite a lot of these and didn't get the items. But taking a look at the collection log right now, we don't have that much left. This is starting to look really, really nice. So I guess we're gonna go 1 tier of salvage lower and move all the way down to Barracuda shipwrecks. Look, Barracuda, Fisherman, small to go. Wow, okay, nice. I'm pretty happy with this, bro. Collection logging is kind of fun. This session only lasted a little bit over an hour, and we got 10 hemp seeds. I want to see how much these go for at the moment. Back in the day, these were so expensive, but now I could see this being very, very cheap. I mean, that is not a lot, right? Yeah, anyways, let's insta-sell everything we have. It should all sell quite easily. The camphor seed won't sell for that much. They're not worth that much. Really starting to think I probably should just not keep any drops from these lower tier salvages, simply due to the fact that everything is just extremely cheap. Not even 60k from that, so it's honestly, all of it is just effort, and maybe just having more inventory space would make more sense. But look how cool this looks, though. I'm happy with my bank state right now. If you don't know what you can do with those items, you can put them into the museum. But I don't want to do that right now because I can't use lamps on sailing, and I don't really care about any other XP at the moment anyways. So I think for the future, we're probably just gonna drop everything, especially looking at the drop rates from the Barracuda salvage. I don't think anything is worth keeping, aside from the flaxseed and hemp seed. So, with that being said, let's get to Port Sarim and let's get going. Barracuda shipwreck. Quite a lot of double spots here with this one. I think I'm just gonna park myself in between these two, and I think we're gonna be alright. I could park myself between these two here as well, where this guy is. That would also work. Okay, XP per hour. What can we expect here? I honestly have no clue. It's probably gonna be quite bad, but also I'm starting to see XP drops quite commonly, so maybe it kind of balances out, I'm not sure. See, we already have 9 and we just arrived here, so maybe it's not gonna take that long to get this last drop here. And once again, we're looking at a 1 in 3,000 drop chance for a dual knife, and yeah, I think the only things we're gonna be keeping is the seeds, and everything else we're probably just gonna drop. Ladies, gentlemen, the rare streak continues. Dual knife was just achieved, the new collection log is down. And does that mean I only have one more to go? One of the rare ones to go from the shipwreck salvaging? Maybe 2? Fisherman's shipwrecks and small shipwrecks. Let me look it up, and yeah, that is crazy though. I am very happy to have this one out of the way, and now I just have very easy ones left. Oh my goodness. This one took me a little bit longer than 4 hours to complete, and when it comes to the loot that we received, so a little bit of money there, and then these will not be too crazy, I don't think. 63 flax seeds. Unfortunately, they're literally worth nothing, and hemp seeds, again, I don't think these are worth any money at all. Together, we're left off with 360k, mainly from... yeah, literally nothing. It's all from the bottles. We'll take it though, because we have finished our dual knife. Very cool. Fisherman's shipwrecks are located just a little bit south of Caterby, at least the ones that I plan on doing. I want to see if there's any 2 spots. We're basically located already right where it's supposed to be, which is right here next to the fishing platform. But looking around this area, I don't think there's any... oh, maybe it's a double in between here. I could probably finesse my way here and be in the middle and be able to farm both of these. This seems to be pretty close, I would say. Likelihood is that I can just park my boat in between those two and see how long it takes me to get a rare drop here. The rare drop we're going for is a moldy block with a rate of 1 in 3,000, just like every other rare drops that we've been going for in this video. And looking at all the other drops, there are no other drops that are really good from here, so I'm probably gonna be dropping everything that's not stackable. I sure wish I got a bit luckier on these lower tier boats. The XP per hour is not phenomenal, but there it is, 92 sailing, halfway done to 99, not bad at all. I'm still looking for the rare drop, and the drops here are atrociously horrible, but it is what it is, you know, we keep on going, at some point we're gonna get a drop. Well, 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 this one took me, what, like 15 hours of AFKing? Maybe 14 hours of AFKing? Moldy block is now obtained. Oh my goodness, 20k XP an hour we were getting. Could probably do more by being a little bit more active, but it is done, and now I only have 1 left to do. We gotta go all the way back to small shipwrecks. Oh my goodness. Just to put it in perspective of how the sea treasures are looking like right now, it is absolutely beautiful. A rusty locket to go. Let's very quickly take a look at how much money we made. 230k. Not bad, not great for how long it took me. Oh wait, there's more. There's some more of these and some more of those. Okay, so it was like, what, 500k in total approximately. And looking at the bank situation right now, 1 more missing. It's looking beautiful. I am so glad this one did not take long. A rusty locket is obtained, and I've now gotten every single rare drop from the shipwreck salvaging, all of them. So that means I can go back to merchant shipwrecks and just hunt for more cannons when I'm AFK, or go for the boat paint, but that is like 1 in 13,000. I'll probably go for that sometime in the future. So from now on, I'm just gonna do the merchant shipwrecks. Taking a very quick look at the collection slot sea treasures. All of these are obtained, and I kind of want to get all of these medallion fragments as well. So let's figure out how to get some of those. I need 2, 3, 5, and 6. Let's go from the easiest to hardest. So let's go ahead and start going for the piece number 2, which we can obtain by investigating the coral reef. So in order to do that, we are gonna go to the house, quickly teleport to the Great Conch, run all the way east to the dungeon, equip our diving gear, climb down the steps. And here we got some coral nursery. I don't even know what that is, but I gotta investigate something here. Some coral reef. Oh, there it is. Over here on the left side of the cave, you can investigate the coral reef just south of the steps, and that is a medallion fragment. For the next medallion piece, we're gonna teleport to the Port Roberts with our Sailor's Amulet. We're gonna run a little bit to the left, and we gotta start thieving the silver stall here. So this is the thing we need. And we got it immediately. I thought this was... Yeah, I didn't think you'd get this instantly. So there it is. That's 6 out of 8 completed. For the next one, I'm going to teleport to the Deep Fin Point. Quickly recall my fastest boat. And we are going to sail west all the way to the Shimmering Atoll. We have to find some teak logs, which... where are teak logs? And this is actually a pretty secluded teak spot, but maybe it's a nice area, I'm not sure. Anyways, by chopping some teak logs right here, I should be getting a medallion. There it is, and now we're only missing one. For the last one, we have to sail back to the Onyx Crest. And on the northern part of the island, we can pickpocket some pirates. Let's see if we get it instantly. Oh, this one's not instant, okay. And there it is. That is our last medallion piece. And with that one, I'm gonna assume you can just use it on each other. You aren't really sure what you meant to do with those fragments, right? Let's figure out who I need to speak to in order to combine all of these. By searching these crates on the Pandemonium just south of the fish stall, if I zoom out a little bit so it's easier for you to see, right north of the Steve, you will find yourself a waterlogged journal. You gotta read it, a little bit of a skipping, and after you've done that, you can probably just open and close it. That's a hella long journal. Let me just, boom. You can now use this on that, and there it is, 500 crafting, 750 sailing XP, but most importantly, we now have a brand new Medallion of the Deep. And this is an untradeable item that counts as a diving equipment, I think. But it doesn't work for the fossil island underwater, which is kind of weird. So I'm not really sure where this is gonna be useful, maybe in the future. Maybe if you know, you can let me know in the comments. But most importantly, I've now done all the sea treasures, and this is now green logged. Very cool. Nice little session there. I mean, honestly, just AFK sailing is one of the chillest things you can do. Just throw it on the side and 10 hours will pass and you will still gain experience. Nothing to show for it right now aside from 2 moldy dolls. Each one of these is 1 in 3k. Snapegrass is also pretty rare. I am trying to go for 1 more cannon drop, but it's very rare, so I might postpone that and go do something else. Still wanted to show 93 sailing. We're now officially over the halfway point. That is a very lengthy AFK session done. 1.4, well, basically 1.5 million experience gained, which is very good. I'm now gonna quickly make it to this island, which is luckily not that far away, bank everything we got, and probably do a little sell, and then come right back, is what I'm thinking. I didn't get a cannon barrel, which is 1 in 18k, but hey, very close to 95 sailing. The reason why I'm banking is because my herb sack is basically full. Look at this. All of this is full, and this is a lot of money, actually. Like, yeah, it's not bad. And I started dropping my herbs, and I just didn't want to drop my herbs, because it actually adds up. But if we were to count the profit made just without the herbs, it would be 2 million, plus each dragon nail is still about 200k each, and dragon cannonballs are still worth a decent bit of money, so... I don't even know if I need to go to the Grand Exchange or anything. I think I'm simply gonna empty the herb sack, put it in the island, and bank the moldy dolls, and come right back with what I have here. I've been salvaging for, well, way too many hours. Do not look at the XP per hour and how long I've been here for, but there is 96 sailing. I am planning to stay here until I get 1 more barrel, but we can now do Dragon Helm without boost. Very expensive. Don't think I'll do it. There's no real reason to do it, I think. But yeah, I want to do some combat stuff, but I wanted to get 1 more barrel because I want to get, well, 2 dragon cannons, and I don't know, a part of me just wants to get 1 by myself, another one at least, and then buy the second one. We'll see how long we stay here for, but now it is over 1 million XP per level, so definitely quite a process to get some levels going right now. And I do not want to know how rare rune javelins are. This is the very first time I've ever gotten this drop, and I have been here for a very long time. It is apparently 1 in 11,000, so there's that 1 in 11,000 drop completed. Well, it appears that something happened to my XP rates and they're tanking quite heavily. So I'm still doing my, full AFK, 2 dudes salvaging, me sorting, and all of a sudden, I'm getting like no XP. Hold up, let me click the crystal extractor. Wait a minute. That's like 1/3 of the XP I was getting before. Yeah, big update happened from the last clip to this one, and my method got completely nerfed. But luckily, I'm 97 sailing, almost 99. And yeah, just thought I'd jump in and let you know about it, the money situation. I mean, it's looking pretty good. At some point, I'm gonna go ahead and sell all the herbs and whatnot that I've gotten. I am still banking every time my herb sack is full, and yeah, it's been good fun, but now the XP per hour is like really bad. In the last clip, I think I was complaining about the XP being nerfed. In this clip, the XP is pretty much back to normal. We got 98 sailings, only 1 more level to go. We're gonna keep on salvaging. And we are still not getting any cannon barrels, which is, mildly annoying. But as you can see, the XP is back to 28, 27 per salvage. So with those XP rates, I will be done in, 10, 20 hours? 20 hours of just chilling, a little bit more. Maybe, yeah, depends how active I am. But anyways, this is what we're gonna do. We are a salvager. 5 million XP gained in the last session by doing this. Very cool. Oh my goodness. I thought I would never see the day. There it is, the second dragon cannon barrel, almost at 99 sailing. And I've basically done salvaging pretty much from level 87, if not even before, from level 85 all the way to almost level 99. I haven't done any more Barracuda trials. And here we just got our second dragon barrel. I am going to finish my 99 and then go sell this thing. Or actually, I might even use this thing because after 99, I do plan on doing a lot of boat PvP. And at the moment, this is going for about 10 million coins. So it's nothing crazy, but yeah, we did get the second one. So if I was an Iron Man, I would be extremely happy right now because that would mean I would now have 2 dragon cannon barrels. But yeah, as you can see, XP per hour has dropped quite a lot, but slowly and surely, we are gonna get 99 sailing, and I'm very happy to have this dragon barrel to show for it. And again, here's the proof, sailing miscellaneous. We got ourselves 2 dragon cannon barrels over here, and that is absolutely beautiful. It is time for us to sell these things from a very long sailing session. As you can see, this is probably going to be loot from about 6.3 million XP. I'm sure there is something that I've missed, but more or less, this is exactly everything we've gotten, alongside this cash, actually, because, well, that's just what you get from plundering, and I am going to go ahead and sell everything but the cash. We're gonna sell the cannon last. But in a way, maybe I don't sell the cannon. Let's take a look at where the nails are. When we did our Frost Dragon video, they were between 200 and 300k. Are they still holding on to the price? They are still holding on to a little bit of a price. Okay, that's kind of interesting. How about these cannonballs? These are also still pretty decent, actually. What about those? Do these also go for 1k, maybe? Let's see. I'm just gonna click collect here. Decent bit of money, actually. I was only keeping the Snapdragon seeds for the most part because, well, I don't have a seed box on this account, so I didn't keep the other seeds. I don't know if these fish offcuts are worth any more. I'm not sure what to expect from all these crystal shards. So it looks like we made 17 million from, well, 6 million XP. Plus the dragon cannon barrel. So yeah, we can just speculate that at the moment from 6 million XP, you can expect approximately 17 million, unless you're lucky and you get a cannon barrel, in which case you can get about 27 million, I think. Let's go ahead and buy another dragon cannon barrel, just so we kind of see where the prices are at the moment, and I just bought it for the exact price, which is kind of interesting. So 10.2 million for the cannon, and I will be upgrading the ship in the next video when we actually dive into a little bit of combat. For now though, we have a little mission to do, and we got a sailing level 99 to get. Originally, I was planning on making a maxing party, but in reality, I'm probably just gonna get it done now so I can start using my Runescape variants again and just playing the game in general. I've actually just been sitting idling, doing nothing for the last 2 days, waiting for the right opportunity to go live and do a maxing party. But yeah, I decided to just get it done off stream. Anyways, we are going to be using some of these items that we've obtained in this episode in order to get some XP lamps. Now, I'm not sure how to do this, so let's figure it out. I do believe that it is going to be the curator Haig Halen that is going to help us with these things. So let's take a look. I found strange relics while salvaging. Does it just take all of it or one at a time? Now there it is. So I guess we are going to have to do this one at a time. And we're going to be getting these antique lamps. And obviously right now we can get XP in sailing, because it's been longer than 2 weeks that the sailing has been out. So let's do this for every single item, and we're gonna get a little bit of XP, and that should for sure be enough to get to 99. Alright, and I've now added every single unique into the museum, so with that being done, I think one lamp's gonna be enough. So let's go ahead and use it on sailing. 5000 XP. And we have now remaxed in old school RuneScape. It took me about 2 weeks, I guess, of just AFKing. That jiggle was really nice. I guess the first thing I want to do is I do want to get the sailing cape, because, well, I want to see how it looks like. Obviously, I kind of know already, but yeah, we are gonna still go there and check. Also, we can now wear the max cape again. Oh my god, dude, you don't realize how nice max cape is until you lose it. But going back to the Pandemonium, I can now speak to Brass Hand Harry, and he should be able to sell me this really cool looking cape. So, can you tell me about your cape? Let's make sure that we have 99k on us and small price to pay for a cape. Let's take a look. So, it looks really cool. Still gonna use max cape, obviously. I don't know what the boost does. I've never tried it. I guess it just gives you one sailing. It can teleport you. Where can it teleport you? Okay, I guess it teleports you right here to the Pandemonium. Is it infinite? Oh, you also have a boat teleport on it. I wonder if this is infinite. That is kinda cool. Okay, I did not know. That's pretty nice, I would say. And then, of course, we also have to do the skill cape emote. I mean, the coolest emote in the game, I would say, for sure. But yeah, with that out of the way, I need to get some more max cape hoods, because I cannot use my Dizana's quiver on a max cape, because I do not have a hood. So let's go ahead and, well, first use all the lamps on sailing. That's 10,000. That's 10,000. That's 10,000. That is 15,000. That is 15k. 5k and 5k. Alright, let's make our way to the Warriors Guild. And I guess I can spend the last couple of minutes here talking about sailing as a skill. Did it fit my old school feelings? Should there be more skills coming to old school? I would say it was pretty chill. It was pretty good. If it wasn't for salvaging, I would just go ahead and do Barracuda trials all the way till the end. What I enjoyed was just how chill it was to salvage. Now, I know this is a second monitor content, and I know not everybody's the biggest fan of it, but I personally really enjoyed it. I was doing other projects on the side, and I was able to basically max sailing in 2 weeks of just kind of leaving it on the side. So by speaking to Mac, I can now get another hood. And I can now get another hood, and I should be able to now make my Dizana's max cape, and I should make now my Infernal max cape back. And it is still locked, and it is still locked. So there it is. We were able to get it back. And with that, I think it is time to conclude this video. As always, if you made it this far, I would heavily appreciate a simple like or a comment on the video. It helps push it further. And for the next project, I'm probably gonna be looking into using this cannon barrel, making the ship a little bit better, and testing a little bit of combat. Even though some other people have probably tested it out already, I still want to experience it for myself. I haven't tested the sailing fishing yet, and I haven't tested the sailing combat yet, so this is something that's waiting for us in the future. If you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe. I will see you again very soon with another upload, and until then, have a beautiful day. Bye bye.